Hey guys, welcome back to another Pandorium Survivor video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of pro play. Small team today, just me and Noomie, one of my favorite peoples ever, just because he's the nicest, quietest guy on earth. If you ever see Noomie, give him a virtual hug, and maybe a virtual kiss if you roll that way too. But hey, you better talk to him about that one. So anyways, we're doing some two-man hell mode pro play today, and we actually end up winning this one. We get a little bit lucky with the way everything turns out, but I'm going to be doing a lot of spectating this game on Noomie, who played engineer, and he pretty much ran a perfect engineer path this game. Exactly what you should do, minus just like one or two things, but it's pretty much perfect. I mean, you can't have a perfect game ever on hell mode. It's just not going to happen. I mean, yeah, so pretty much as perfect as you can get. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time looking at Noomie so that you guys can do some learning about what you should be doing exactly on engineer, because there seems to be a lot of confusion about it right now. But let's just get right into it here. I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the way for you guys. Alright, so I'm going to spawn down here in the caves, going to get that crate that always spawns there, and head over to the containment field to get that looked at. I'm going to check on Noomie really quick. So he spawns in surgery here. He's going to, as you can see, we're talking about it, he's going to head over to the main computer, which is the most important objective, because once the main computer falls, everything else starts falling immediately after. So he's going to go check on that, make sure it's okay, and get that up. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go over to the containment field, because it always breaks in hell mode for whatever reason in the first like 2 minutes, as long as you're not sitting like directly next to it. So I'm going to get the tree repaired up. Santa's going to get his cookies. He's going to be a happy old fat man, and maybe get some Mrs. Claus later. So we'll see how that goes. That's C-L-A-W-S, by the way, Claus, because it's a monster. Anyways, so heading over to Noomie here. Noomie's going to get this cash down right here. As you can see earlier, I scattered those supplies for him, that 70 supply, and left it there for him, because Engineer needs it early on to be able to be really fast and efficient. So he's going to get that crate there. He's leaving it there for both of us to have whenever we need it. For some reason, Noomie really likes this weird camera angle whenever he plays. He really enjoys using the camera angles. Good for him, though. That's why they're there. So, good. Apparently I just killed a giant at the main computer. So, lost a little bit of health there, but all's good. Light armor is pretty overpowered when it comes to giants, at least, because you can just simply outrun them and they can't hit you, which is quite nice, as long as you have a pistol or something with the maximum mobility possible. So, since Noomie's going to be heading up power here, I'm going to go over and scout the evacuation zone, make sure that's safe for him. He's going to get a turret here facing this ramp, which is really the only place you need it in power, to be honest, because even though it has the most entrances out of any objective, it's kind of like the Middle East. It's like you can invade it from a ton of different directions, which is not racist, I promise. It's just the way it is. You got like the Romans, Alexander the Great, and you can see the giants here. Like, everyone's going into the Middle East all the time. It's just like has the most access points everywhere. So even though you got the Middle East down here, you only really need one turret at it, because there's only really this one ramp that they consistently spawn from, which is in the caves where they roam around a lot. So I got the evacuation zone nice and clear here for him. Just gonna clean up these Zerglings and these Hydras really quick with the grenade launcher. Take that crate, because, you know, Noomie doesn't need it. I don't even care. I even call it out. There's a crate in evac that I took like 4 minutes ago. But, yeah, and I'm going to leave this supply. No, never mind. I'm going to take that supply from him, because I'm an asshole. So, yeah, let's just glaze over that really quick. Something else. So, yeah, let's go check in on Noomie. Noomie is going to be coming over here from the power. He's going to see those dots here. He's going to be a couple Zerglings. Luckily, I'm going to come in and save his ass. That's that karma for taking that supply earlier. Oh, and hey, you know what? Look at that. I'm going to give him 20 supply too, because I'm the best scout in the world. So he's going to the evacuation zone. I'm going to just go check on the rest of the map to make sure everything is okay. I got this one zombie here that the turret is not hitting, because turrets are really, really bugged right now for whatever reason. I don't know why, it's just It seems like they can't attack things that are directly in their line of fire, but things that aren't even close they'll go for. So, some weird shit with that. Getting Santa Claus happy again. Main computer goes down. Luckily, I happen to have the grenade launcher here, so it's not going to be too big of an issue for me to deal with this. I'm not quite sure which patch it happened, if it was the last one or the most recent one, but the grenade launcher now hits doors, which is so nice. So, because grenades cost 5 supply apiece and they only do 25 damage, but I think the grenade launcher does more, possibly. You can see there it just obliterated it in 3 grenades. I think normally it takes 5 though. But I'm going to spot the supply here, get that. Let's go check in on Noomie. Noomie's trapped here. He's just going to say he's not stuck because he doesn't want to be embarrassed. So it's okay, Noomie, you can say you're stuck. I was just trying to help him out here. I'm going to get the main computer up so that he can get in that evacuation zone. He's going to make the smart play here and choose not to damage the door, because that door is incredibly expensive to repair. So he's just going to wait for me to get that main computer up. It's going to come up, and he's going to have no problem getting in there now. Here's that crate he laid down earlier. Perfect. Get this med kit and be on my way. So, very nice by Noomie. Very good placement all around on everything. I'm actually going to take 2 med kits here, because I am just a slut today. So I'm taking everything. I have no regrets, and I'm just being a dick this game. But that's kind of how you have to play on Hell. Really safe, and kind of play for yourself, to be honest. Even though like you're still obviously playing like to try and accomplish the objectives as a team. Like hey man, if I see that supply there, you got to take it, because you're gonna need that in the future. I promise you. So. And then obviously if you come across your ally, you can give them some supply like we did earlier, but not a big deal for Noomie because he's got these 2 crates here and evac, so he's going to be able to get this set up quite nicely. He's going to get this turret here and these sandbags, and let's check back up on me. Looks like the main computer's taking a beating. You can see right there, just for some reason the turrets will refuse to attack the zombies right next to them. Yeah, not a big deal though. I'm pretty much just checking around the map for some valuable objectives and supplies, like maybe a combat mech, you know, parts for the battle cruiser in case we end up having to do that. Let's go check back in on Noomie. Noomie's getting that turret up and some barricades. Looks like power is still getting wrecked here, so I'm going to repair this turret. Hope that it actually does something useful with the barricades out of the way. Here you can see a guy coming in. Yes, it does seem that the barricades for some reason influence the bug for whatever reason, but that's a whole nother story. Noomie's getting all these barricades up here. He's gonna have none of this shit. This is like heavy duty Walmart. No, this isn't the Walmart condom brand. This is the heavy duty Glad bag, like Force Flex motherfucking doesn't let shit in bag he's got going on here. So good job, Noomie. Smart man. He doesn't want any children today. Hats off to Noomie once again. So there he goes, evac's coming along nicely. That's what I like to hear. So as you can see, communication is super important. Not so much with just 2 people, but as long as you have like the generals going on, the general of what you should be doing, then it's pretty, it saves you a lot of typing in hell mode, because you can just be like, hey, get main computer, I'll get evac. And that's all you have to type, because you don't have to worry about anyone else. So as you can see there, I was just like, hey, I'm going to go please Santa Claus. So, you know, he hasn't been having a lot of good things happen with Mrs. Claus lately. The relationship is kind of in a rough patch, you know. Mrs. Claus is kind of like, oh, hey, how are you, Mr. Santa Claus? Would you like some cookies? And he's like, oh, I'd love some cookies. And she's like, just kidding, I'm a fucking crazy bitch, and you don't get no cookies, and I'm going to have fucking, like, relationship issues now. And you know, it's not going good for them. Anyways, I'm going to go over here and check on the main computer. Main computer's fine. Going to get that cash again, so that's twice. Thanks, Noomie. It's 50 supplies you gave me just by putting that down, and it was 25 to you earlier. So that cash is already up to 75 supply. We got the Glad bag. Motherfucking bootleg fireworks shit coming in here. Noomie lost that turret, unfortunately, due to the trees and weird moving snow, but it's all good. Looks like he's gonna get that cleaned up again. Actually, I think the evacuation timer is pretty close here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's 3 minutes left, so really weird that the comm tower hasn't broken yet this game. that's where I'm going right now, is I'm just kind of going to clear the path to comms, not necessarily go to it and check on it. Just make sure that the path to it is clear, so if I need to, I can get to it very quickly and safely. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, since none of the other objectives are broken. And as you can see in this game, we've been getting really lucky on Ness. Noomie pulls the mad sidestep right there. That guy got left his ankles in Kansas. Good night. That was beautiful, Noomie. So he's gonna get it looks like another crate going down here, and I'm just gonna be cleaning up this path to the comm towers. I see there's a lot of shit here, but not necessarily up there. I see the tree though, so I'm not gonna have that. No reason to go check on the comms if there's shit there and it's not broken. So it's just, you know, a unsafe play that you don't have to make, which is what beating hell mode comes down to, is just, you know, working with your team and playing safe. So I got 82 supplies here, and Noomie's only got 5, so if I was a nice guy, I would go give him some, but hey, you know, I'm not. So anyways, Santa Claus is just not having any of Mrs. Claus shit in this game. It is really hard to keep their relationship patched up here, but I'm keeping it nice and together. This is why I love this combo, the Scout-Engineer combo, because the Scout literally just clears everything, which is manageable with only 2 people, and the Engineer just gets everything nice and protected, to where the Scout only really has to go briefly check on it, if that makes sense. And so those creepers are kind of being assholes. I don't know where that survivor went. He just kind of left me. He heard the gunshots, and he's just kind of like, nah, man, yeah, you can deal with that shit yourself. So, I can see... I said the power is going to go out because I can see it, yeah, on the motion scanner there. You can see just the sheer amount of zombies going there, so I'm going to go check on that. Evac is coming in now, so I need to get over there. I don't really have a lot of time to deal with this, but the evacuation is so difficult to deal with without power, so that's something we have to get cleared. I'm going to go there as fast as possible. Looks like they're already starting to break in. Noomie's going to be upgrading this turret, no problem. For whatever reason, the turrets at evac decided to work really well this game, so hooray for us. It's going to be really difficult. I'm going to barely fight my way through this door and just run in as the spawns start coming, so barely got in there in time. And the power is going to go out here. I'm going to switch to the everyone view mode so you can see just what's going on still with the power out here. Man, this is just crazy. So... right now, if you want to see what the screen looks like for me, it's pretty shitty, pretty black. It's really hard to see what's going on, but that's what it's looking like for us. That's why the evacuation is so hard to do, because there's just so many guys that you have to kill without power, but we managed to pull it off here because luckily there's a lamp right there in the corner, which illuminates the zone, as you can see. So that's barely going to give us enough here, and we're going to come down to trying to hold this off. We only have 35 supplies. Noomie's got 40. I'm coming down to just my pistol here. It looks like with just the 2 turrets and the pistol, we're going to be able to hold this quite nicely. Haven't had any elite units spawn yet, which is really rare because it's supposed to have quite a few in hell mode especially. But I'm sure there is more to come. Perhaps there's just a watcher hanging out in the hallway. Noomie's being a nice guy, trying to give me the heads up, like, hey, be careful. Machine guns do team kill now, so that means they do hit their allies in front of them again if you're in their line of fire. But luckily, I've got quite a bit of experience with knowing where to stand with the machine guns and where they shoot. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to like stand slightly in front of them so that the zombies like come to me, and then right when they come to me, the aggro actually gets pulled with the machine gun, which is a higher aggro than me. So it's kind of like I make them walk in like a little zigzag, which adds just slightly more time to where they have to go, because if you took geometry, you would know the straightest or the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So that's why you gotta stay in school, kids, so you can be good at this shit. But just kidding, you should actually go get jobs. Jobs are nice. But all jokes aside, Noomie did a great job getting this all prepared this game. He's just going to be running back and forth, keeping these turrets nice and healthy, and I'm just going to be sitting here with the grenades and the pistol, just cleaning up whatever I can to try and help these turrets. We're coming pretty low on supply, and you can see the Titan in the top right corner there coming in. So finally that elite unit is coming here. I think it might get stuck actually on the door because I did not see it the entire time we played this game. So thank God for Titans getting stuck, and the amount of bugs just right now actually end up helping us. So thanks for that. Main computer's going down there, so that's not good. Everything in the facility is going to start breaking soon. Pretty much if we do not make it off here, we are not going to make it off the facility at all with that down. The containment field's going to go down, air is depleting, power's out, communication tower is going to go out, battleship's probably getting destroyed right now. So we do not have any other options. This is our only way out. I only got 5 supply. Noomie's got 30 though, so he's got the little karma train right now. He's coming out on me and not giving me any of that shit after I sell that supply because he has ESP and knows it. So I'm down to my last clip right now. I think the battleship leaves in 10 seconds. So all in all, ended up being a pretty good game. We got really lucky with no nests spawning in the important areas like the computer, the power, and the evacuation zone. Because Noomie did not have bombs this game, so that we would have not been able to kill them at all if we did. So all in all, pretty lucky, but a good game. Definitely very manageable and good game all around. Thanks to Noomie taking his perfect engineer path. So awesome. So that's the game right there. Ended up only being 20 minutes. Pretty short game all in all. We got really lucky. The comm tower didn't break, and it was a good game. Hats off to Noomie. Let's see. Alright, well, we can figure that out another time. But anyways, if you like this video, let me know, guys. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do spectating if you want like a straight through video like this or something that's cut down to a lot of cuts. So basically I want to know, hey, do you want to watch the whole game straight through, or do you just want to watch like important things that happen in it or stuff like that? So that helps me out a lot. So leave me a nice little like or something on the video with a comment, and let me know what you guys like to see. I always appreciate it. It helps me, you know, kind of get rid of some of the useless bullshit you don't want to see, in all honesty. So, yeah, if you liked it, just keep tuning in for more videos, and thanks a lot.